And welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Oh boy, where do I start beginning talking about what happened last time for those who may not remember as well? Dieter basically made Crossbell an independent state, despite what Erebonia and Calvard were basically like they're just kind of laughing at his idea. He froze their assets to kind of like threaten them. That led to them mobilizing. He then had his new Secretary of Defense, Arios MacLean, basically take Kia from us. And Kia turned it out to be this Septarian of Zero, as they're calling it. The replacement for the Septarian of Mirage, as Zeit here told us about. We got thrown in jail. We broke out of jail thanks to Garcia. We ran into Zeit, who took us to Kevin, Reese, and Wazy here, who turns out to be a member of the Grossritter. Also turns out that Dieter is working with not only the Red Constellation, who he hired to attack Crossbell, but also Ouroboros, the main antagonist thus far of the Trail series. So yeah, a lot happened last time. So now we gotta find our friends. So let's go find our friends. So our first stop is to St. Ursula Medical Hospital. And we gotta be careful because of the whole, the weird thing with the pleroma grass and the ties to the Septarian of Mirage. Yeah. So this stuff is everywhere now. Man. We gotta find our friends, and then we gotta take Crossbell back from Dieter. Great. No items. Oh wait, do we... Okay, I gotta work on this real quick. Yeah, I definitely gotta fix this up real quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done some reworking, so this is gonna be his accessories. I don't think he has really anything better in terms of equipment. I mean, he kinda does, but at the same time not. This is the ornament setup I'm going with. I gave him wing to try and level that up a bit. And, yeah, you know what? Want to get... Actually, no, because Lloyd can't. Let's see. Instead... Mirage... you know what? Let's give him platinum and you wing. Alright, but yeah, that's his quartz setup. This is Lloyd's quartz setup. Probably not ideal, but I'm going to be changing it up when I get other party members anyway. So this is just until we start getting more members in. Hello. Oh geez, Gordiosa. Level 81. Wazy, if you will, analyze. Uh-oh. 1309. Yikes. I shouldn't be going yikes. That's not really big numbers. And now we get to control Zeit. He's got his own setup, so you can't really change anything. He's got his own crafts. He does not have an S-craft. This is cool, having a actual animal fight. Alright, Alpha Primate that boasts mighty strength, crushes foes with an unstoppable charge. Oh, speaking of the charge. What? He just kind of gave up his charge. Also, Wazy has a new S-Craft, Akashic Arm. Manifests an almighty arm using the Stigma's power. Again, Wazy is a member of the Grossritter. So this is not terribly new. And also, oh boy, stun break. That is enough out of you. Let's see. I doubt any of that would work. Let's see. Holy Breath. Okay, I was wondering where that went. Puts up a barrier which guards against one physical attack. Ooh, even does area. Nice. Alright, let's focus on one. I say that and I target someone else. Okay, they're charging up, but they're not doing their... I mean, whatever makes the battle easier, right? Okay, there we go. He did something. Gaia Titanus. Ouch. Alright, man. His tier is tier all. How much? Good lord. Look at his EP. 1750? Ours are triple digits at best. You can spare that. Especially since Lloyd's about to die. Alright, that's one dead. Smack. It missed. Alright, let's send fireballs their way. Zai can take it. After all, he's a divine beast. Oh man, I just thought, is Zai going to be able to compete with other animal characters like Rapide from Tales of Vesperia or Koromaru from Persona 3? Ow. He's getting all the HP heals. And finish it. Wazy learned 7th shot. He didn't level up. He just learned it. Okay. 7th shot. I missed it. Oh, here we go. 7th shot. Beats down enemies with an unusual billiard ball technique. Okay. Not going to say no. Yeah, tender whitefish. Doesn't matter. It's not fun being wanted. Oh yeah, we can destroy enemies now. I need to start doing that more. You get back here. That's right. Oh yeah, and you cannot switch to Zai. No ifs, hands, or buts on that one. Yeah, 12 fire steps out of that. That's pretty good. Wazy will be fine. Uh-oh. Oh, hey! Been a while. Too bad I don't have what makes this fight a breeze. Or do I? Yes, I do. Celestial. Oh, wow. Yeah, he can afford that. Of course he can. So he can go stealth. Actually, analyze. Yep. Have to analyze this thing. Ow. Cryptid in the shape of a hard-shelled tortoise, it can distort space and time. Yep. It's weak to mirage, mainly. Alright, so... And thankfully I have some mirage arts. I was gonna say, did he impede me or no? It doesn't look like it. Mind sparing another? So weird hearing Wazy say. I heard him say gracias there. It's just like, but other world. It could be a. I won't discount like there being the possibility of other languages existing in the world. It could also be a different part of a language, you know. Does I use Avalon Gate? Oh geez, I should probably not use that with Wazy too much. Alright, there we go. Lloyd, move. Sand Blaster. Take this. Yeah, I'm definitely setting that up more. Alright, so yeah, a reflex. Let's move on back with the guys. It is so crazy that he has 4-digit EP. Like, is that even possible for mere mortals like us? Alright, let's get that A reflex going. I want him to do another Sandblaster. There we go. Oh yeah, that does as much as his Sandblaster does. Alright, can we... No. Shoot. Oh. Shoot. I don't want Zyke to die. So I'm gonna help him out a bit. Sandblaster! And it missed Zyke. Oh yeah. A team rush. Look at Zyke there. Yeah, that barely did anything. Get ready for the next one. Another shockwave. We can take it. Avalon Gate. There you go, Lloyd. Oh boy, just in time. Heal Zyte. I don't need to, but I want to. Because Zyte's like my friend. He's been there for us, so why would I want him to die? Sand Blaster. Take 8,000 back. There we go. Oh, A reflex. So good. Okay, so something I want to point out that I don't remember ever pointing out, and I feel dumb for not doing so. Why is the experience roll down now instead of rolling up like it did in Zero? Where did that one come from? If cryptids are appearing on the highways, there's no way that buses are running to the city, right? I can't imagine they are. Though I doubt the defense force is having any trouble coming and going as they please. If there's no way in or out of the city, then the citizens' health and morale must be suffering. Yes, that is a natural conclusion. Ursula herself must be looking down at us in grief. Ursula? You mean the same woman from The Saint and the White Wolf? Wait, was the White Wolf from the story Uzite? The story of a young caretaker who was persecuted by a feudal lord, right? She's considered a saint in the church's canon, too. Yes, and in life she was a compassionate young woman. However, she did not lose her life as the story depicts. She in fact escaped death. She later married the knight who protected her, and their descendants still live in these lands. Really? Truth is often stranger than fiction. Stuff. Also, Wazy, you're kinda low here. Ooh, so am I, jeez. Oh, did I just... Hang on. Strength, evasion, no? Leather harness, part of Zeit's SSS gear. Gets cleaned every now and then. Aww. But yeah, I just noticed Wazy jumped up a few levels for me. He is now level 82. Zeit's only level 85, which surprises me considering his EP growth. Is that new? Yep, Gold Flyer. Well, it's dead, but... Oh yeah, I have that. Wazy. There we go. I was hoping that Gold Flyer was something special. Didn't turn out to be the case. Let's see. Zeit, if you would... Oh, I can't choose his arts. Aw, man. That does lead to an interesting theory. Well, first I'm gonna heal. You got breath. Good. Man, breath is so good. We're on the road to 200. Is that? Oh, great. Crossbell Defense Force. A Defense Force unit. They're guarding the hospital? The timing couldn't have been worse. We can't afford to have the Defense Force spot us out here. Right, it'd be easier to just avoid them. That said, we have no way of knowing the gaps in their patrol routes. I believe Tio is at the hospital. What? Are you certain? Yes, I can faintly pick up her scent. However, I do not believe there are any other SSS members there. No, don't tell me Tio was... She couldn't have been hurt and hospitalized, could she? My nose does have its limits. However, I cannot deny that I share your sentiment of concern. What should we do? I may have a little trick up my sleeve. If I pull this one off, we should be able to confront the soldiers without them calling for reinforcements. Really? Oh, you have just the thing to pull one over on them, do you? More or less. What's your call, Lloyd? You don't even have to ask. One of our own needs us. We're going. I'm not going to pass this opportunity to get Tio back. Then let us be off. Sure, let's get this over with. Alright, Wazy, what you got? This is boring. Why do we have to be posted on watch duty to a dull place like this? Dude! Stop complaining. Bannings, that fugitive from the SSS, still on the lam. Ha! What's a single detective going to do if he shows up here? He'd be done for. Besides, if he had any common sense, he probably escaped the state by now. Still, I heard that he had some kind of crazy monster help him escape. Is it true one of the guys from the 4th Regiment was nearly eaten by it? Ha! That has to be something they made up. But enough about that. If we're here, we may as well sneak a peek at Ilya. She's still hospitalized, right? Dude! Okay, that guy has to go when all this is over. Yeah, she should be. Hope she makes a speedy recovery. That guy's alright. At least we can agree on that. Lloyd Bannings? He actually showed up here. And just who do you think you are, calling a monster? Give him a break. It's an easy mistake to make when you're in that form, right? I'd rather not have to fight you. But if you're going to stand in our way, we will go through you. Impudent little. They're outnumbered. Surround and arrest them. Roger. Hey, Wazy. How big is that area? It can take out 2. I'll save it for just a little bit. Right now, let's analyze, cause... Ooh, I have my own analyze. I'll let y'all come a little closer. Oh, that guy probably won't. Alright, that should be good, right? Halberd, assault rifle, halberd, assault rifle. Oh, shoot. Oh, daggum. I was not paying attention when I targeted these guys. There. You already have the information on that. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, raging spin. Let's do it. Wazy, get ready. Do I really want to waste an S-craft on them? You know what? Sure. Let's do it. Bring the pain. Oh, jeez. What is with that? Daggum. Lloyd leveled up. Ugh, so strong. I guess it's my turn now. A Grawl medal? Blue seal of mine shining from the abyss. Join with consciousness silver glow, and bestow upon them false memories. What's happening? It is a technique employed by the church that uses the power of suggestion. Even I find it to be rather mysterious. Not long ago, you confirmed that a large cryptid was approaching here. You managed to exterminate it, but after suffering injuries, you decided to return to base. You did not cite bannings, and there was no sign that he could be coming soon. No sign of bannings. How in the... Manipulation to that extent should not be possible through mere suggestion. Am I to presume that this technique relies on the power of your stigma? No keeping secrets from a holy beast, is there? Stigma? Yeah, not something I like to talk about, to be honest. That aside, what I did has its limits. The effect will only last 2, maybe 3 days at most. We also can't rely on this too much. The Defense Force will be looking for signs of it once they figure it out. Makes sense. I'll keep that in mind. Wheezy? Oh. Tio! Tio! You seem to be doing well. There's some much needed good news. Thank goodness. I heard you were in the hospital, so I was worried. You're okay, right? You weren't injured, were you? Lloyd. Oof, what is this breastplate made of? What are you doing here? I heard they put you in prison. It was on the orbital net. I saw you escape and get chased by those soldiers. Oh, Tio, don't cry. Oh, Tio. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you like that. But I'm okay. Everything's going to be alright. Zion Wazy helped me return to Crossbell. You can relax now. I'm here. Tio. Was that who I think it is? It's a shame we have to interrupt them. Fran! Cecile and Fran. Funny meeting you here, Lloyd. I'm so glad you're safe. You have no idea how worried I was, Lloyd. Sorry about that. I know I've caused you all some grief. Anyway, you look great, Fran. Like you're back at 100%. Yep, my injuries finished healing a while ago. But because of everything that's been happening, I haven't been able to get back to work. That explains why you're here. Still, I'm glad you're doing better. By the way, why is Wazy dressed like that? And what is Zite doing here? It's a bit of a long story. Long or not, they deserve a proper explanation of everything that has happened up to now. Wait, am I the only one who... Huh? What's the matter? Well, the thing is... I get it now. You've always been able to understand him, so you didn't notice right away, did you? Zite? Why are you speaking in human tongue? That's what we call undercover. Saint Ursula. Well, it's looking good, thankfully.
This cannot be happening. I would hardly believe any of it if the evidence weren't all around us. To think this would happen to the Crossbell we call home. Now I understand what's happened in our history to lead us to where we are now. In regard to both the crisis we're in and what's happened to Kia too.
Yeah. Right now, there are only two things I want. First is to uncover the truth of all the unanswered questions we still have. Second is to bring everything back together, and that includes Kia. As if those two things aren't going to be absurdly difficult to pull off. Yes, but would you expect any less from him?
Yes, even prison cannot change the kind of person Lloyd is. With that said, I completely share Lloyd's sentiments. As a member of the SSS, and more importantly, as one of Kia's guardians and her family, I will be coming to fight with you.
Thank you, Tio. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll be counting on you. Come to think of it, how did you wind up at St. Ursula of all places, Tio?
I was brought here by Arios on Maria Bell's orders, I suspect. They divided the members of the SSS into different locations to monitor us. The most likely explanation is they suspect if we were all in prison in the same place, we would retaliate and have an effect on Kia.
Well, they're not wrong. In that case, we're going to have to search for everywhere to find Ellie and Randy. There's also the possibility that they're currently in Crossbell City, which would make reaching them impossible. Then again, the fact that Tio was here means there's a good chance they're both outside the city.
That is true. If Kia's in the city, it would make sense that they'd want to keep you for as far away from her as possible. I have a question. Can I come with all of you too?
Fran?
Where's this coming from, Fran? I know I can't join all of you on the front lines and fight, but I can still be your operator just like I was before. You said something about using Wazy's airship to move around, right? So please, I can stay there and help all of you while you're on the ground.
Fran.
Should we, Lloyd?
Well, I'll admit the Merkaba is short on staff and could use the help. I'll leave the decision in your hands, Lloyd. Let's be clear. Your older sister is currently with the Defense Force, Fran. Coming with us means fighting against Noel. Are you really okay with that?
Yes I am. You're right, I don't want to have to fight Noe. But even still, I have a duty as a member of the CPD. I can't stand back and watch what's happening to my home.
I understand. Alright then, we're happy to have you aboard, Fran.
Thanks for having me, Lloyd. It's good to have you back, Fran.
I think Abbas will be the happiest. His workload is about to go down drastically.
It sounds like everything is settled then.
I guess so. That means it's time for us to head out, Cecile.
Yes, I know. Please be careful out there. My place is here, so I know I can't help you all directly right now. Even so, I'll be praying for you while I help everyone at St. Ursula.
Thank you. That's more than enough.
Thank you for everything, Cecile. You took such great care of me. I owe you so much. Come now, if you keep crying like that, you're going to spoil that cute face of yours. Oh, come to think of it, shouldn't you be packing your things if you're leaving with them, Fran? You should prepare a change of clothes at the very least. Oh, you're right, I have to start packing. Sorry guys, I'll get it done as quick as I can, so sit tight.
Things on board will be much livelier with her around. Of course, part of the reason I was for it was for the sake of the Merkaba's morale.
Oh, one more thing just came to mind. Since you're waiting for her, why not use this as an opportunity to visit Inspector Donovan and Ilya?
Wait, what? Do you mean they're
That's right. They recently both woke up. Sadly, Ilya is still in no condition to walk. Inspector Donovan is doing well, however.
Thank goodness they're both doing better. I think it's a great idea, and it'll stave off boredom while waiting for Fran, if nothing else. Yeah, let's go see them.
I will join you.
Me coming along would likely just cause alarm among the patients, so I will wait here for you to finish. Good thinking, Zeit.
Tio has joined the party, yay! Which means... Oh hey, she has some stuff. Though I do want to fix her up a little, so...
One sec. Okay, so... Alright. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to go see Ilya and Inspector Donovan. Because apparently they're awake now. And I definitely want to see how they're doing after what happened. That was terrible. Oh. Yeah, that's gotta suck. So, like, if there were no cryptids, would they be able to do it, or would the whole thing with the military still prevent people from doing what they wanted?
Let's see here. Notebook, Enigma, toothbrush. Oh, and I have to finish saying goodbye to all the other patients and nurses.
I think Fran still needs more time to get ready. That's fine. We still have our rounds to make, don't we? Very true. Alright, room 302. Donovan!
Oh, is it already time for the nurse to take your temperature again?
Come on in. Pardon us. Well, I'll be. What are you doing here, Bannings? It's great to see you again, Inspector Donovan. What do we have here? Wasn't expecting to see you with a beautiful woman. We could always come back later if you were about to get a sensual sponge bath. This is the first time we've seen each other since I got out of a coma, and this is how you greet me, Hemisphere? Some father you are, Wazy.
This is, Father. This is Farah, Inspector Donovan's wife. She has been staying here too, and been helping to take care of him. It's nice to meet you two. Thank you for always helping out my Donnie. I've heard a lot about the SSS from him and Tio. You all sound like interesting people.
I'll take that as a compliment. I'm not sure I actually was. Good thing you two are here, because I need some questions answered. Just what's going on out there? It's a long story. Holy city of Arturia. Things are a lot more serious than I thought. Am I correct to assume that if anyone asks, I should say that I never saw you here? If you wouldn't mind. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not the fugitive here.
Fugitive?
Never mind that. Inspector, has anyone from Crossbell City contacted you since you woke up? Well, Raymond did come to visit, and he told me a little bit about what's going on. From the sound of things, the CPD is basically a lower branch of the new Defense Force, or whatever it's called. Their day-to-day is still the same for the most part, but they've basically been relegated to doing chores in the city.
It figures as much.
I wouldn't have expected anything less with the way the President set this up. What about pushback? Surely not everyone in the department is okay with what's happening. I don't know about Vice Commissioner Pierre, but I can't imagine Chief Sergei or Dudley are fine with it. Well, just between you and me, I've heard Sergei, Dudley, Raymond, and some of the folks in the Metropolitan Division are up to something.
The Chief and the others are planning some kind of resistance?
You didn't hear that from me. They're biding their time and waiting for an opportunity to flip everything on its head. So they're playing along for now. We might still have some allies in the city then. Yeah, but getting in contact with them is going to prove difficult. Let's trust them to look after the city for now. We're going to have to work on improving the situation in a different way from outside the barrier. Good call. You kids are fighting an uphill battle, but know that I'm rooting for you. Once I'm healthy, I plan to head back up there and give Sergei and the boys a hand.
Honey, well, if you must, but let Raymond and the others worry about that for now. You need your rest first. I'm not letting you set foot out of this hospital until you've made a full recovery.
Yes, dear. I've never heard anyone talk to him like this.
You get used to it. The inspector is no match for his wife.
I would say Donny Boy is a lucky man.
It's nice to have someone to set you straight.
You're a lucky man, Donovan.
There you guys are.
Putting on the old uniform? Hey, Fran, you all done packing and getting dressed?
You betcha. How do I look? I have missed seeing you in your uniform, Fran. Welcome back to the force. I missed it too. Did you visit Inspector Donovan yet?
Yeah, we just saw him. You going to do the same?
That's right. I couldn't leave without saying goodbye to him. I have to thank him once again. He did save my life during the raid.
We understand. You go do what you have to. We'll wait up.
Thanks. See you guys in a bit.
Well, she does that. Should we go visit with Ilya? Yeah, sounds good. Oh boy. This one...
Visitors? Who is it? You can come on in. Please excuse us. Hey there, Tio. Did you, bring Is that who I think it is? And you're Wazy, right?
I'll chalk that lapse up to the injury. It's been a long time, Ilya. I'm sorry it took me so long to come see you.
Don't be ridiculous, sweetie. You three, take a seat and make yourselves comfortable. You're welcome to help yourselves to the sweets and that fans have been sending me. I think the cookies should be good.
Huh. Cookies acquired.
I hadn't realized just how tight of a spot you guys are in. It's crazy to think how far Crossbell has fallen in the time since the raid.
Yeah. No one would blame you if you thought you were still dreaming right now.
I know I'm not. The frustration from not being able to move my legs is sobering enough, thank you very much. If only I could walk out of here and see the state Arkansas is in with my own eyes.
Hey, Ilya. About your condition. Are you...
Oh, that? Dr. Salem told me she doesn't know whether I'll ever be able to walk again. Though she didn't rule it out, either.
I thought that might be it.
Enough with the sad faces, you two. Are you trying to bum me out? Listen here. If I become convinced that it's impossible, then the chance of me walking again really does become zero, right?
What?
This is no different than working on the stage. I have a goal to pursue like I always have. So no matter how painful or hopeless it might seem, as long as I've got a ray of hope, then it'll be the light at the end of the tunnel. The same goes for all of you.
You're something else.
Am I? I don't think I said anything all that out of the ordinary. Besides, I think what all of you are trying to accomplish is a lot harder than what I am.
Is it?
Put in that perspective, it is hard to ignore just how difficult our path is going to be. I say, don't shy away from it. I'm not. People will do whatever it takes to fight for what's most important to them. To some extent, I think that's what makes us human.
What makes us human? Well put.
Though I won't deny for a second that I've always been greedy. Good enough isn't good enough for yours truly. Still, I don't think I'm the only one like that. The same could be said of all our troop members. Rixia too, of course.
Ilya.
Do me a favor. If you see her, there's a message I want you to pass along. What's most important to you? Can you sit there and do nothing when what you hold dear needs you?
Sure thing. When we find Rixia, we'll tell her you said that.
I'll hold you to it.
Daggum. She's incredible. That fervent dancer moniker follows her even when she's in no shape to dance.
Actually, I was just thinking her sun princess persona is more true to life than act. I have had the chance to speak with her several times since I was stranded here. I do not know how I would have kept it together if not for her and Cecile.
Glad to hear it. Now we have to find Rixia too. Easier said than done. That one will likely come down to Idios's will.
Should we head back and check on Fran?
Yeah, she must be ready by now.
Afterward, Lloyd and the others met back up with Zeit. They said their goodbyes to Cecile and then left St. Ursula Hospital.
We're on a mission.
On their way back, Wazy discovered another gap in the Septium Veins influence just in front of the hospital. He placed a second warp circle there, making it possible for the Merkaba to travel to St. Ursula and pick them up. Convenient. Not entirely necessary, but convenient. The trip, well, honestly, maybe it's more needed than we thought. With Tio and Fran aboard, the team can track wanted monsters and other requests along the highways from the Merkaba's terminal. The terminal can be found in the Merkaba's lower cabin, so be sure to check it when you have the time. I am detecting another gap in the Septium Veins' influence. I will relay you the data. Okie dokie. Coordinates identified. It's in northeast Crossbell, near Armorica village.
That's great. These two are quite helpful. Plateau's perception is of course useful, but having a dedicated navigator has also raised the ship's operational efficiency.
I'm still flying by the seat of my pants.
Sorry. Searching for places we can land will be much easier with you aboard. So, what now? Would you like to head to our new landing point? Yeah, we should go confirm the situation in Armorica village too. Full speed ahead. Destination, Armorican airspace.
Course set. Maintaining high alert.
Ah, look at us. Armorica village. So we can just fly straight to Armorica? Yes, please.
Wee.
Was that entirely necessary? Oh, we're landing in the fields out there. You know, we managed to disembark well enough. But look at what's happened to their lotus fields. Yeah, they're nothing like they were. It's everywhere.
This must be a byproduct of Kia's awakening. Zite, are there any cryptids nearby?
I do not sense any for the moment. We will be able to use that warp circle without fear of them attacking.
Good to know. Now that we're here, let's start by visiting Chief Tolta. A wise decision. Hello.
A lot has happened these last several weeks, alright. I was terrified when you walked in here with that wolf of yours.
Sorry about that.
My apologies. It was not my intention to frighten you. That's alright. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have the honor of meeting a divine wolf from the legend in person. Thankfully, the defense force has largely ignored our village. You're safe here and welcome to stay as long as you need to.
Thanks, Chief Tolta. Seconded. Thank you for the hospitality.
There were many people back at the hospital who were critical of President Croy's action.
How do people in your village feel about what's happening?
Well, our village has always had a tenuous connection to what happens in the city or statewide topics, for that matter. It's hard to imagine we live in the same place that has been crazed over independence. I will say that our harvests have been down thanks to the appearance of those cryptids. As I said, the defense force seldom ventures here, so we haven't had much help in dealing with those monsters either.
Sorry to hear that. Their negligence is shameful.
Those who dwell in the city have always been ignorant of those in the outlying settlements. However, their negligence is inexcusable. Truth be told, the president doesn't have my support at the very least. That said, the opinion of our little village is nothing compared to the masses in the city. I'm sure we could do much to help.
I'm unsure. I don't know what's going on today. That's understandable. We'll keep an eye out for cryptids while we're here. Aside from that, have you had any other pressing issues lately? I hope the village hasn't become restless to the point of anyone becoming violent.
Not at all. Thankfully, things haven't come to that. The village has pulled together to see us through this crisis as best we can. Having Harold and his family here has been great.
You mean the Hayworths are here? Oh, good. I was worried about them. I'm also worried about the other family. I forget their names. The one with the cat. So he came here with his family then?
That's right. They arrived just before that barrier went up. Shortly after, the travel restrictions were put into place on the highway, so they've been staying here since.
That makes sense.
The Hayworths are staying on the second floor of the Ash Tree Inn. You're welcome to pay them a visit if you'd like.
We'll be sure to do that. It's been a while. Let's go check up on them. Oh boy. Saving. Alright, yeah, I guess we should go talk to the Hayworths. 'Cause they're really good people. I like them. I wouldn't want anything bad happening to them. How's it going? Aw. Harold's an awesome guy. Not here. This must be it. Hello. It's the big doggy. Could it be? Is that you, Lloyd? Thank goodness you're all right. It's good to see you, Mr. Hayworth.
Big doggy? Would that child be referring to me?
I do not know who else it could be. Who says the Divine Wolf can't double as a cute puppy dog? I was worried when I first heard you were arrested, Lloyd.
To make matters worse, I was then told you had become a fugitive. Thank goodness you're safe. Sorry to have worried you.
Is it just you three right now? Where are the other SSS members?
We were unfortunately separated. We do not currently have any leads on where the others are.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
From what we heard, you all were here at the time the barrier went up around the city. That we were. We didn't have any clue what was happening that day. There have been strict travel restrictions ever since, and we've been unable to return to the city.
We'd be homeless if not for the hospitality of the villagers. The innkeeper has been gracious enough to let us stay here until the restrictions are lifted. All the children in the village have been also very friendly to Colin. Camilla and Polly play with me a whole lot. I want the doggy to play with us next time too.
I shall consider it. I'd appreciate that. I've been doing what I can to repay the villagers for its kindness. My skills aren't good for much at the moment besides negotiating with the CDF when they visit on patrol.
You should not sell yourself short. That is an important task given the situation. The villagers are likely much better off with a skilled trader being their point of contact.
I'll take your word for it. I just remembered. I heard something from the Defense Force that might interest you. What might that be? They say unidentified rebels have been operating in this area. Apparently, several Defense Force units have already been attacked.
Sorry.
Is that true? All things considered, I'm surprised anyone has the stones to do that.
It is unfortunate that they are unidentified, but this is good to know all the same.
Agreed. We should look into this. Mr. Hayworth, do you have any idea where these rebels were last sighted? I was told the attack happened on the ancient battlefield. A bridge off of Old Armorica Road leads there. It happened during one of the CDF's regular patrols. I don't know anything beyond that, though. The ancient battlefield of Armorica, the locus of immeasurable bloodshed, and the cult's former stronghold. The ruins there hold many hidden passages. One would make for an ideal hideout for a band of rebels. Wandering in there may be dangerous, so make sure we've prepared before we leave the village.
True that. So there's people in the ancient battlefield fighting.
The CDF. So, off to the ancient battlefield then? Yeah, even if we don't know who these rebels are. I think it's worth finding out and seeing if they'll cooperate with us.
I agree. There may be a mutual benefit to seeking them out.
Then we should make haste at once.
Well, hold on. You said to stock up. How can I stock up when y'all are rushing me?
Got anything? Crossbell Times.
Sure, that'll be a good read on the way there.
Tier all bombs. Let me get 8 of those. Oof, that hit. That hit pretty hard. What are S tablets? Cure stats down. Stat downs. Okay, we're good on battle scopes. Have a couple of smoke grenades in the event that we need them. And I'm probably too poor to be... Well, you know what? That'll be good for now. Let's head out to the ancient battlefield.
Still admiring your truck there?